let me just say, I have an appreciation for a beverage that I never thought I would like, and that's whiskey. Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Leah. I'm back with another video. This is a long time since I've had this whole setup, which you can't see, but it's behind my phone. It's my tripod and my ring light, which I need a better one, so don't judge me for the quality of this video. Listen, I'm making it, okay? Yeah, so I want to do a reading wrap up of January because I read so many good books in January, and I know we're almost at the end of February, I feel like, but I feel like this should still be a video because I read so many good books last month, and yeah, I just want to talk about them because why not? So much has happened since my last reading video. I've gained so many friends. Hey to the book community, love ya. I've been making so much more content on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and I thought, why not give YouTube a shot? All my links and stuff will be in the description below. My Bookstagram, my TikTok, my Goodreads. So without further ado, I'm going to do a reading wrap up for January. And if you're interested in that, stay tuned. If you're not, you should still watch the video because why not? Anyway, so January, I read a total of 7 books. 7 books, 2 arcs. Which is the arc, if you don't know, arc is an advanced reader copy. It's basically the author, the publisher, anybody gives readers the advanced book before it comes out just so they can review it, get a hold of, like, see what it's like, feel it out before it gets published. And I'm guessing they take the critiques and stuff from the readers before they release the books to the world. So I got 2 of those. Thankfully I was very blessed with the opportunity. And yeah, let's start. So I don't have specific dates of when I read these books because that would be a lot of work. And yeah, but I started the month reading Between Commitment and Betrayal by Shane Rose. I read 2 of her books last month. I read the first one, which is about Declan and Evelyn, yeah. And then I read the second one, which is called Between Love and Loathing, which was my personal favorite, about Dom and Clara. So the first one, this is a series, the Hardy Brothers series. The third one does not come out till March 26th, and trust me, I will be set. That is Dex and Kalani, I think. I'm so excited for that book. But funny story about these books, not really funny story, but when I was to Barnes and Nobles with my friend around December-ish, Blair, hi, I know you're probably watching this, she told me about these books and she was like, it's football, ex-football player, billionaire, and that's all you had to say was sports and billionaire, and I'm sold because I love those genres of books, period. So I was immediately like, yes. And then I kept putting it off, so then I was like, I finally want to read it because I didn't have any books that I was like needing to read. So I was like, I'm going to read these, get these into my system, and I did. And the first one I gave it a 4-star, and then the second one I gave it a 5-star. The first one, without giving a whole synopsis, it's arranged marriage, kind of. The guy, Declan, is in management with her dad, her estranged dad, who finally got her in his life when she was like 18, I think, or a little older than that. And he's like this big millionaire who works with the Hardy brothers, who's Declan and all the other brothers. And she doesn't like him. He portrays that he does not like her. He's really rude to her. He's very aggressive. He's very possessive over her. But you find out that that's kind of what he's always been doing, because he's always like looked at her like, wow, So it's arranged marriage. He's very forceful. And it's a little toxic when you think about it because of the things he says, but it's like, you have to look past it. It's like, you see red flag, I see purple flag type of thing. Yeah, forced proximity. Grumpy Sunshine, in a way, she's like more likable. He's like speaks and grunts. Yeah, happy ending. I only read happy ending. Do not give me a book that's not happy ending because I will not read it. But happy ending. yeah, yeah. Get like a territorial, jealous man. Who does not like that? Who does not want that? You know. So yeah, that's Evelyn, and I feel like her name's not Evelyn, but it's Evelyn and Declan. So that one I gave it a 4-star. Second one is Between Love and Loathing. That one's my personal favorite. Oh, Dom and Clara. We have Grumpy Sunshine. We have Enemies, Dislike to Lovers, Forced Proximity, Fake Date. Oh, who doesn't love a fake date situation? Because it's always one of the other are obsessed with them, but like, you know, Dom owns the resorts under that management, and Clara is also hit like the man's daughter, and she is set to put her bakery on his land, and he does not like that. He does not want that because she's like Sunshine Rainbow's Hello Kitty, and he's like, I want my shit together, black, white, subtle, not too much. She's the complete opposite, and I love her for it. Yeah, so they kind of do a fake date thing because I think she is like, I don't know if it's a toxic ex. One thing about me, I don't remember a book after I finish it. If it like, it's not that it's anything wrong with the book, but my memory, out of there. I don't remember what posed them to fake date, but they do fake date. I think he's like trying to draw attention to her bakery or something. And so yeah, they fake date, but he's like in love with her. He falls hard. He falls hard fast, and I love it. He's so possessive. She's like, oh, this is just a fake thing. He's like, yeah, sure, but continues to do things. Oh, there's a scene where she's like giggling about something, a book or something, and he's like, what's got you smiling like that? And she's just like, oh, just a book, and he adds it to his Kindle. a man. So I really think you should read those books. Yeah, I gave that a 5-star. Next, we have a book, part of a series that I started in, I want to say December, called The Lost and Found series by Catherine Cowles. It's a small town, suspense. Oh, each book is going to put you through it. That's just a guarantee. And so I finally read the 3rd, 4th, and 5th book in the past month and a half. The 3rd book is called Glimmers of You, which I have the physical copy. Thank you, Catherine. She sent it to me, signed and all. And this one is about Caden and Gray. Gray is the sister of the Hartley brothers. She's the only girl. And she has a thing with a guy named Caden. And Caden is the family friend. Her former best friend, Nash's, who's our older brother, which I read in December. Nash's best friend, Caden, who suffers the loss of his sibling. And so he's kind of dealing with that. But in the same time, Gray has been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And so he has this thing where he's like, doesn't want to get too attached to her because he doesn't want to lose her like he lost his sister. So he kind of distances himself. So it's kind of like friends to strangers to lovers. There's also fake dating. She has like a stalker. God, she has a stalker. He has family issues. What's not to love in a man? You see red, I see purple, right? So yeah. This one was so good. I gave it a 5-star. That book had me. I knew who the guy was, like the stalker was. I knew who it was. And if you read this and you know who it is, DM me. Just DM me. That's all I'm saying. I won't confirm or deny. I just want you to tell me. But yes, so this is Glimmers. This was so good. I love a good found family. This series alone has amazing found familyness in it. Small town. It's set in, I think, Washington. But yeah, 5-star. I loved every second of it. Loved it. Next we have Shadows of You, which is the 4th book of that series. This one focuses on Roan and Aspen. Aspen is a heroine on the run. She's a single mom. You kind of get glimpses of her in the previous books, but this is her story. And you have Roan, who you also get a glimpse of because he's one of the brothers, and he is grunt, standoffish to himself, doesn't like to deal with people, but he loves his family. Like, you can see that he's a people person with his family, but everybody else, he's like, no. And that he has a reason for that. Like, he's suffered some stuff, dealt with some trauma, and so he gets super protective over Aspen and her daughter Katie, who we love. I love Katie so much. And yeah, we just kind of get them forced proximity because he's like, no one's touching you and your daughter. No one. He calls her daughter Tiny Dancer, and it's just so cute because she's like ballerina, and it's just so freaking Roan. It's always the men who are the quietest that really just shake your world, okay? And that's exactly what he. I love him bad. I love him so bad, y'all. Ron Hartley, my man. But yeah, this one's crazy too because it's like she has an abusive ex. Not ex, but like her sister's ex is kind of after her. Oh, it's wild. It's wild. So yeah, it's good. I love it. Forced Proximity, Grumpy Sunshine, Heroin on the Run, Protective Male. Oh, perfection. Next I read Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This book has been a very anticipated read of mine. Very anticipated. I finally read it. And I just want to say, this book shifted something up here. You have Clementine and you have Luke. Also, she goes by Emmy. And small town. I don't think you like a pattern. I love a good small town. And I love a good cowboy romance. Okay, small town cowboy romance. This like found family, childhood. Like, he is best friends with her brother. You know. And I heard it was like, ooh, I heard it from y'all. And he like sees her when she comes back to the town and immediately is like, yes, I need her. And she this book has amazing like ADHD representation, disability representation, and it's handled so freaking well. And she kind of comes back to town after, you know, a situation back when she's a barrel racer, and so she comes back and she's dealing with that and trying to get herself back into the game again. He's like, I will help you. I will do anything for you. If you know, you know. But let's just say there's a scene in this book where Mr. Luke Brooks and that's all I'm gonna say. Let me just say, I have an appreciation for a beverage that I never thought I would like, and that's whiskey. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. But I love this book. They kind of keep their little relationship a secret because they don't want to tell and make it weird with like the older brother, Gus. And I'm excited for y'all to read Swift and Saddle, which is the second one of the series. I just finished that on my Kindle because I was blessed with the ARC. And y'all, Lila did her thing, okay? Because this and this, hand in hand, I just know that when we get to the third book, I'm in the fourth book. Y'all not prepared. Y'all aren't prepared. Y'all are not prepared. And that's okay. Personally, like to thank Lila Sage for simply existing. That's all. The Road Not Taken by Emily Tudor. Yes, Emily Tudor. That was the arc that I got. Thank you, Love Notes. Love you down. And I signed up for this arc a while ago, but I was like, my head was just doohickey that I didn't even realize that I got it. So when I got it, I read it, and y'all, the book was beautifully written. So good. I gave Done and Dusted a 4.5 out of 5. I gave Shadows of You a 5. And I think I said Glimmers a 5. This one, The Road Not Taken, it is a friends to lovers to strangers to lovers type thing. I would say read the trigger warnings before you read any book. Read the trigger warnings. This one talks about loss of family member, depression, those type of things. So those are important to read. But this one has Tristan and Livy, and Liv. They went to the same college together. They became friends around their last year of college. And then they fall in love. And then they graduate, and, you know, things are exchanged, and they break up. And this kind of goes back and forth between them in college and then them now. I think 4 years later. So it's like that. And this book was so good. So good. I was in shambles because you get the gist of it and you're like, oh my God, that's good. That's good. And then you get to like them as like a relationship and you're like, oh, that's some angst. That's some spice. And I love both of those hand in hand. And I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. So there was that. There was a scene. Ooh, all I'm saying is bookshelf. That's all I'm saying. Tristan West, the man that you are. And people wonder why I prefer fictional men over real men, and Tristan West is one of the examples as to why. That's all. And then finally, I got to read another arc, Ashes of You, which is the last book in the Lost and Found series by Catherine Cowles. That book, first of all, Lawson has been one of my favorites since I read Whispers, since I read the first one. And I was like, oh, he's a single dad. I'm going to be messed up reading his book. When I found out his book was Single Dad Nanny, I said, oh yeah, sign me up. I'm going to be destroyed. Thank you for that. And it's confirmed that I was, because that book had me in a so we have heroine kind of on the run, but not on the run, but kind of like she's very much been through it. And the person that did it to her has not been caught yet. So now she's like nervous, as she should be, feels like she can't be, you know, fully free because her person that destroyed her life in a way is still out there. Single Dad Nanny, Grumpy Sunshine, because Lawson Hartley, love him so much. The sons are the stars of this book. Charlie, Drew, and Luke. Oh, precious baby Luke. I love him. Luke is his 16-year-old, I want to say. And Luke is kind of like bratty, but it's a very valid reason. And he's like, you know, the teenager, like moody, annoying, don't want to do shit type of thing. Charlie is his youngest. Oh, love him. And then you have Drew, who's like his middle child. She's like 13, and he's a womanizer. Catherine, all I'm saying is I need to promote the second gen series. I need it to happen. I need to come to fruition. It has to. And yeah, so the main thing about Ashes is that Lawson saved Hallie when that whole thing happened. Like, he was part of the rescue team that found her, and she recognizes him because of his eyes. She calls him Blue. And yeah, so they kind of immediately have a connection, and over time that connection just grows more and more, and they fall in love, and you know, but this guy is still on the run. So meanwhile, in the cut, random things keep happening. Serial unalivers is just constantly happening, and so they're trying to figure out who the heck it is, while also keeping Hallie and other people safe, because he has not yet. So there's that. I gave that a 5-star. I love that book so much. I'm so sad that the series is over. Thank you, Catherine, for just writing that series. She's getting a fan of me reading that series. I have so many more Catherine Cowles books to read. So, yeah. So, there's my January reading wrap up. I read 7 books last month, because we're in February. I am currently on my 3rd book this month. Don't get me lying. I think I'm on the 3rd book. I'm not gonna tell y'all because I'm gonna do a February wrap up. But I think I'm on my 3rd book. And I have an arc for Kat Singleton's book that I'm gonna start today, once I do some more content. But thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what books y'all read this month in January that kind of like stuck with y'all. My Bookstagram will be in my link below. My Goodreads, my TikTok, anything. If you want to be book friends, slide a DM to me. Because why not? And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching. Bye!